Good morning and welcome back to Delaware Valley High School in Milford, Pennsylvania for the RiverLAX tournament. And Pope John Lions 7th and 8th grade Junior Lions lacrosse. Mike Formasano along with you, calling today's game. It's the 7th and 8th grade's first game of the morning, taking on the Abington Heights Comets. We're going to go ahead and go over the roster for you, but it looks like they're going to start up pretty quickly. So let me get to this real quick. We've got number 1, Malin Sefcik. Number 2, Max Labanka. 3 is Bryce Tauber. 4 is Evan Simonelli. Number 5, Colin Bauman. Number 9, Mason Iglesias. 11, Damian Morales. 12, Nicholas Orr. Number 13, Evan Nisbeth. 15, Grant Lee. Number 17, Andrew Stavekin. Number 18, Dominic DiArco. 22, Ryan Johnson. Number 23, Kieran Elvin. 33, Jason Hardy. 34, Noah Munoz. 44, Noah Bernstein. 45, Jude Cofrancesco. 51, Michael Kepler. 88, Nicholas Peterson. And the goalkeeper, number 99, Bobby DeJesus. The president of the Catholic Academy of Sussex County is Father Michael Precy. Principal of Pope John Middle School, Susan Santor. The athletic director of the Junior Lions is Brian Carlson. Athletic trainers, Gerard Graziano and Jordan Martin. I'm Mike Formasano. We are here live at Delaware Valley High School. It is game number 1 of the RiverLAX tournament for the Pope John Junior Lions 7th and 8th grade squad, taking on the Abington Heights Comets. The Lions in their blue jerseys with gold numbers, blue and gold and white trim, and white helmets. They're going to be going right to left on your screen. Abington Heights in their white blue jerseys, and they are going left to right. Overcast conditions here, but it has held off as far as the rain. And here we go, face-off at center field, and it is won by Pope John. Number 22, Ryan Johnson, wins the draw. Here's Johnson up the field. There's the horn for the official start of the game. Johnson with the pass over to number 51, Michael Kepler. Down below to number 12, Nicholas Orr. It's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to turn over to Abington Heights. Here's the pass up to number 88. Blocked by number 3 for Pope John, Bryce Tauber. And it goes over to 12, Nicholas Orr. Orr with the pass back to number 2, Max Labanka. They'll give it up to 22, Ryan Johnson. Johnson on the right wing, looking to break in. Labanka behind the net. Turn around to the left, pass in front. Pope John can't get a shot off. It's right on the crease. Now Labanka turns around, the shot, score! Max Labanka off the crossbar and down into the net. And Pope John takes a 1-0 lead. Nice shot by Labanka, giving the Lions a 1-0 advantage. Now Abington Heights will race up the field. No center field face-offs after the first one to start the game. They'll just take it from the crease area of the team that was scored upon. And the games are only 25 minutes. There's no quarters. So 25-minute games. This will end at about 8:55, and then they'll set up for the next game. Abington Heights, number 4, Jude Cofrancesco on him. Here's the shot. Goes wide, out of bounds. But the Ace was wearing number 22 in net today, but we know he's number 99 in the roster. And here is number 33 for Pope John, Jason Hardy with the long pole. Trying to break away from the attackers of Abington Heights. It goes out of bounds, and the Comets are going to take over. So here's number 88 for Abington Heights, being guarded by number 3, Bryce Tauber. Johnson on number 4. Pass across to the left wing, now to the center, number 23, the shot. Save DeJesus. Nice save by Bobby DeJesus. They'll toss it all the way down the field to Tauber, just out of his reach. It's on the Abington Heights side of the field. Right on the middle line right now. Scooped up by number 88, but it pops back out. That's Nicholas Peterson. Right in front of the Comet bench. It's going to be Pope John ball. So the lines will start out. Here's number 51, Michael Kepler racing in. The ball's loose. Shovel shot by number 12, Orr, and it goes wide. Pope John, number 11 now, Damian Morales. Pass back to Tauber. Now over to Johnson. Ryan Johnson with it. This is game number 1 for the Pope John Junior Lions 7th and 8th grade team. 5th and 6th grade won 10-1 over Abington Heights in our first game of the morning. Here's a shot by Tauber, wide left and out of bounds. Thank you so much. So inbound by number 2, Max Labanka. Labanka with the goal so far to give Pope John a 1-0 lead. Now Johnson. Johnson looking to break in. Shot saved by the Abington Heights goalie. Comets out of Northeast Pennsylvania. Oh, nice hit by Kepler right on the stick. Now a second one, chopping away, trying to knock the ball loose. Pass 13, errant pass. Kepler definitely had something to do with that. So it turns it over to Pope John. To Jesus. Launches down the field to Tauber, right on his stick. Bryce Tauber on the left wing, coming in. Still has it. The shot saved by the netminder for Abington Heights. Low shot, and he's able to get that fisherman net in front of it. Here's number 4 on the right wing. Coming in on number 17, Andrew Stavekin. Oh, big hit by number 88, Nicholas Peterson. Shot by 4, score. Number 4 scores for Abington Heights and ties the game 1-1. So now DeJesus will take it out of his net. He'll pass it off. Comes to the midfield line. Peterson trying to scoop it up. Francesco in there as well. The next game for the 7th and 8th grade team will be at 10:30 against the Tribe. We unfortunately won't be able to cover that game, but we'll get their final 2 of the day. They will take on Back Mountain at 11:30 and 1:30 against Scranton. It's just with the amount of time to get from one field to another, it just doesn't make it feasible to be able to cover the game over there. That's why. So we'll let you know what happens. We'll watch the games and we'll let you know. But we're not going to be able to make it over until the game's at least halfway through. So we get 3 of the games on the channel for you for each team, 5th and 6th and 7th and 8th. Here's Johnson. Johnson with the pass down to Labanka. On the right wing. Takes a pick from number 12. The shot by 11. Pops out. That was Damian Morales there. Is that a goal?
Nice look, Max.
Goal for Pope John. Max Labanka. Make it 2-1, Pope John. That ball goes out of bounds. Pope John grabs a 2-1 lead. Max Labanka with the goal. His second of the day. Now the pass off to number 3, Tauber. Tauber rips it high over the crossbar. Out of bounds. Pope John's closest. Now Pope John and Labanka. Shot goes wide. We had a flag on the play. And it's going to be against Pope John. Abington Heights will take over. Well, they're actually going to go ahead and give the ball over to Pope John, I believe. Substitutions on both sides. We're about 10 minutes in here to this contest. 25-minute contest here at the RiverLAX. LeBanc will inbound. Takes behind the net. Pass off to Orr. Orr. Over to Tauber. Tauber will pass it back to Johnson. Johnson fires. Saved by the goalkeeper for Abington Heights. Looking to pass out now. All the way down the field it goes. Pass Francesco is going to be scooped up by number 33, Jason Hardy. Hardy with the pass over to number 3, Tauber. Goes past him and out of bounds.
Double up, triple up, ride him.
So the Comets will inbound. Number 27 with the pass across. Nice hit there by number 2 for Pope John, Max LeBanca. 4 racing up the field. Lone goal scorer for Abington Heights so far. Pass over to 24. 24 on the right wing. They'll take it up top. Defended by 17, Andrew Stavekin. Here's the shot. Save to Jesus. Nice save on the low shot. Now Bobby to launch down the field. Knocked out of Tauber's cross. He'll pick it right back up, though. Good stick possession by Tauber. And stick control. It's in the right corner. LeBanc will pass it off to Orr, now behind the net. Orr will take it around. Over to the right wing. Now to Johnson. Lions lead 2-1 here. It's game number 1 for the 7th and 8th grade junior Lions. Orr looking to get a shot off. Pass down below. LeBanca moving his way in. The shot. Saved by the goalie for Abington Heights. Number 99. He'll scoop it up. Looking to toss it downfield. Elects not to. He'll walk it out of his crease. Now he finds a defenseman. Here's number 27 with it. Or 23. Takes a hit from number 51, Michael Kepler. Still has it. Moving into Pope John territory. It's loose. Knocked out by Kepler. Johnson in there as well. Here's the shot. Goes wide. Wide left and towards the sideline on the far side. Abington Heights will inbound. There's number 24. Francesco takes a swipe at it. Now below. Pass into 23. The shot. Score. Pass to Jesus on the right side, just inside the right post. And that will tie the score at 2. Right? Here's number 11. Damian Morales racing up. Now over to Orr. Orr, the pass. Just wide. LeBanca after it. Now over to Kepler. Past him towards the midfield line. Turf field that would have rolled, probably would have got there. This grass field. It's not like it's really tall grass, but it's bumpy with all the rain. Very saturated. So slowed that ball down considerably. Here's Tauber. Kepler down with it. Kepler rolls on him. Morales down below. Taken away by Abington Heights. Ball still on the turf. Now the pass over to Tauber. They'll give it to Kepler up top. Michael Kepler, number 51. Pass down low to LeBanca. Over to Orr. Orr to Tauber. Tauber will give it back to Kepler on the right wing. 7th and 8th grade team very methodical on this drive. Trying to find a good shot. Kepler coming in. Turns around. Still on the right wing. Being harangued by 3 defensemen. Flag comes down on the play. Delayed penalty against Abington Heights. Here's LeBanca. The shot. Wide right. Goes out of bounds. And the infraction against Abington Heights is called.
2-2, right?
Come on, listen to me. Come on, listen to me. Or pass out to LeBanca. On the right wing. We'll start it up again. Up to Kepler. Now to Johnson. Pass to Tauber. Tauber's got 28 on him. Pass over to Orr. Orr behind the net. Turns around. Right in front of the crease. On the right side. He may have stepped on the line. I think he did. Turnover. Abington Heights will take over. So the goalkeeper comes out of his cage, out of his crease. Pass off to defense. It's low. Scooped up at number 9. And that is Mason Iglesias. Abington Heights will start it up again. Here we go. On the left wing, looking to come in. Pass down low. Number 8 was stolen away by Tauber. Bryce Tauber. Across the midfield line. He'll pass it off to number 2, LeBanca. The shot goes high and wide into the woods right here at Delaware Valley High School. Tied at 2 between Pope John and Abington Heights. So the Comets move the ball out. Pass upfield. Over number 88, the shot. Score. Off of the right post. And I was waiting to see if it was going to hit the back of the net, and it did. It popped into the back of the net just briefly. Now the Jesus racing it out. Ball's on the turf. Abington Heights with their first lead of the game, 3-2. Still loose on the turf. Comets will start it up again. It's number 88 over to 23. Shot. Score. 4-2, Abington Heights over Pope John. So, pair of late goals here by Abington Heights to take a 4-2 lead. Pope John's got their work cut out for him. Here's number 51, Michael Kepler. Racing up the field. Shot on goal. Saved by the netminder for Abington Heights. Kepler behind the net. We got a whistle. So the Comets will start out with the ball, leading 4-2 over Pope John. Here's number 23 for Abington Heights. Racing into the middle of the field. Johnson on him. Pass off. Now, down below, the shot on goal. Saved to Jesus. Off the shot by number 13, and he gets A hit by number 88, Nicholas Peterson, and now number 33 for Pope John. Jason Hardy knocked over. He didn't like that. We start to see some shenanigans here. The referees all over it. They're going to call the penalties. Hardy called for Pope John, and 23 called for Abington Heights. So it looks like they'll be offsetting penalties. We'll start up again. Comets lead over the Lions 4-2 here. Moving into the late stages of this 25-minute game. Ball knocked out of the cross of number 24. Johnson on him. Now the pass down below. It's Eric. Pass 23. Peterson trying to scoop it up along the sideline on the far end. It's going to be against Pope John. Abington Heights ball.
It's getting intense.
4-2. Abington Heights leads over Pope John. Late stages of this abbreviated 25-minute game. Pope John wants to get back into this. They're going to have to act quick. Once you hear the horn sound, that'll be it. Game's over. Pass to number 4. 4. Rips it. Score. Into the top right portion of the net. Beats DeJesus, and it's 5-2. Abington Heights. Now Jude Cofrancesco on the wing, looking for the pass from DeJesus. DeJesus fakes. Now he'll look downfield further. Pass down to Talbot. He's going to bounce in front of him. Tried to scoop it up. There's Cofrancesco. Jude Cofrancesco with it. Moving up the field. Pops out of his cross, takes a hit. And now there's Orr. Nicholas Orr. Orr will move into the corner. Pope John's got to get on the board quickly here. Takes it behind the net. Takes a shove from number 4. Pass out to Johnson. Fires wide left out of bounds. LeBanca gives chase. 5-2. Abington Heights leads over Pope John. We're glad you're with us. Wish we had a better result so far. It's only game 1 of 4, however. Now number 3 looking to race in. 22 for Pope John. Ryan Johnson. Johnson intercepted by Abington Heights, number 17. He takes a hit in the back by Kepler, and Kepler's going to get called. It was his left fist that went right into the back of the helmet of number 17, so he's going to get called for that every time. Abington Heights will take over. Late stages to this one. Comets will start from just over the midfield line. Here we go. Number 4 on the right post. Back to 30. The shot saved DeJesus. It was ticketed high near the crossbar. Bobby went ahead and reached up his cross and snagged that out of thin air. Now the pass over to Peterson. Nicholas Peterson, number 88. Over the midfield line. Pass over to number 11. 11 for Pope John. Morales. Here's the shot. Score. LeBanca. Max LeBanca puts it in the back of the net and gets Pope John just a little closer. 5-3 now. So, LeBanca with the goal. I believe he's at all 3 for the day. So, 5-3. Abington Heights. Pope John desperately trying to get it back. Scrum for it. Number 4 picks it up for Abington Heights. Along the far sideline, racing in. Now it's Sefcik with a hit on him. Still has it. 4 comes in the shot. Wide right. Flag on the play. So a penalty against Pope John. There's number 5. Colin Bauman is going to go off. Abington Heights will start it up again. Players heading over to the benches. I think they're calling a quick timeout. I'll tell you, we're almost out of time here, so this may be it. Just waiting to see what's going to happen. Because, again, once the horn sounds, the game's over. So if they call a timeout right now to talk strategy, try and figure something out, it is a close game. Once that horn sounds, the game's over. And we're already at like 52 or 53 past the hour. So it's probably going to sound any minute now. Lions are down by 2, 5-3 to Abington Heights. Game number 1 of the RiverLAX tournament for the 7th and 8th grade team. They're heading back to their positions. Pope John needs to net a couple of quick goals here. So the team's heading back on the field. And there's the horn. That's it.
I'm going to move the chair up.
Oh, I just heard the horn blast, so. Oh, we'll wait and see once the referees go ahead and motion. Abington Heights will start it out. Number 24 with it. There's the horn. That's it. And now officially the game is over. Abington Heights defeats Pope John. Final score: Comets win over the Lions 5-3. So a good effort by the Lions here in this first game. Max LeBang, a great game, 3 goals. Not enough for Pope John as they drop this first contest of the RiverLAX tournament. Please make sure to join us at, 10 a.m. for the 5th and 6th graders as they will take on the Tribe. Pope John 5th and 6th grade at 10 a.m. against the Tribe. And then at 11:30, we will be back with you with the 7th and 8th grade team as they will take on Back Mountain. 11:30 a.m. Back Mountain against the 7th and 8th graders. So, for everyone here at Delaware Valley High School, it's Mike Formisano saying thanks for joining us. Final score, once again, game number 1 for the 7th and 8th grade Pope John Junior Lions. They fall to Abington Heights 5-3. Join us in about an hour for the 5th and 6th graders as they'll take on the Tribe. We'll be back in about an hour. From the RiverLAX tournament in Milford, Pennsylvania, I'm Mike Formisano. You've been watching Facebook Live, the Pope John Lions Athletics channel. Have a good morning. We'll see you in about an hour.